Imagine a world where the fate of entire nations hung on the edge of a sword, where single battles could shift the course of history, crafting the borders and destinies of empires for centuries to come. Welcome to an era of valor and strategy, a time when the clashing of swords was not merely a struggle for survival, but a fight for enduring legacy. Dive into the tales of the 5 legendary battles that reshaped the medieval world. Let's begin on the 28th of June, 1389. A clash of epic proportions unfolded on the Kosovo plain, pitting the Serbian Prince Lazar Hrebeljanović against the formidable forces of the Ottoman Empire led by Sultan Murad Brahman. This battle wasn't just a conflict, it was the culmination of decades of tension, a fight for the soul of the Balkans. Amidst the chaos, legends were born. The most enduring tells of Milos Obilić, a Serbian knight whose deceitful venture into the Ottoman camp led to the assassination of Sultan Murad. This act of bravery, enveloped in myth, highlights the battle's aura of martyrdom and heroism. Though technically a stalemate, the Battle of Kosovo signaled a turning point. For the Serbs, it marked the beginning of centuries-long Ottoman dominance, yet it also became a symbol of unparalleled national pride and resistance. Its legacy transcends the military outcome, deeply embedding itself in Serbian culture through epic poems and national lore. The aftermath of Kosovo set the stage for the gradual Ottoman expansion into Southeast Europe, reshaping the region's demographic and cultural landscape. Despite the Serbian loss, the battle's memory served as a beacon of resistance against Ottoman encroachment, inspiring future generations to stand firm in the face of adversity. Through the lens of history, the Battle of Kosovo transcends its military significance, becoming a story of sacrifice, courage, and the enduring spirit of a people determined to defend their homeland. Moving along, on the scorching days of July 3rd and 4th, 1187, the destiny of the Holy Land was forever altered near the Horns of Hattin in the Levant. Saladin, the Muslim Sultan of Egypt and Syria, orchestrated a masterful encirclement of the Crusader kingdom of Jerusalem's forces. His strategic acumen set the stage for one of the most pivotal battles of the Crusades. Saladin's tactics were ingenious. By seizing control of nearby water sources and using the arid landscape to his advantage, he lured the Crusader army into a devastating trap. The Crusaders, parched and exhausted from the march through the desert, were ill-prepared for the ensuing battle. The defeat was catastrophic, leading to the capture of the True Cross, a revered Christian relic, and significantly the capture of the King of Jerusalem, Guy of Lusignan. The fallout from Hattin was immediate and profound. Within months, Jerusalem, a city of unparalleled religious significance to Christians, Muslims, and Jews alike, fell back into Muslim hands. This defeat galvanized the Christian world, leading to the Third Crusade and the legendary confrontations between Richard the Lionheart of England and Saladin. The Battle of Hattin stands as a testament to the strategic genius of Saladin, showcasing his ability to blend military tactics with psychological warfare. It marked the beginning of the end for the Crusader states in the Middle East and reshaped the region's geopolitical landscape. Hattin's legacy is a story of how strategic vision, when executed with precision, can change the course of history. Falling back in time to the year 732, we arrive at a confrontation that would significantly influence the Christian-Muslim frontier in Europe between Tours and Poitiers in present-day France. Charles Martel, the Frankish ruler, faced an advancing Umayyad army from Spain, intent on extending their conquest further into the European continent. This battle is often heralded as a decisive moment in world history, a clash of civilizations where the Frankish forces halted the northward expansion of Islamic rule. Charles Martel's victory earned him the moniker the Hammer, symbolizing the crushing blow he delivered to the Umayyad forces. His strategic use of heavy infantry against the Umayyad cavalry, leveraging the terrain to neutralize the enemy's mobility advantage, demonstrated tactical brilliance that would be studied for generations. The significance of the Battle of Tours extends beyond the battlefield. It marked a turning point, ensuring that Christianity would remain the dominant religion in Europe and shaping the continent's religious and cultural landscape for centuries. The battle also solidified Charles Martel's position in Europe, laying the groundwork for the Carolingian Empire under his grandson Charlemagne. In the aftermath, the Battle of Tours has been interpreted as a catalyst for the Carolingian Renaissance, a period of cultural and intellectual revival in Europe. It underscored the importance of military prowess and strategic insight in the shaping of European history. The victory at Tours did not just repel an invasion, it symbolized the resilience of European culture against external pressures, influencing the development of Western civilization. Onwards to October 14, 1066, a pivotal moment in English history unfolded on a battlefield near Hastings. William, the Duke of Normandy, led his Norman forces against King Harold Godwinson's Saxon army in a struggle for the English crown. The death of Edward the Confessor without an heir had left a power vacuum, with William claiming the throne was promised to him by Edward himself. The Normans introduced innovative military tactics to the English shores, including the use of cavalry and archers in combination, which was uncommon in English warfare at the time. The battle was marked by several feigned retreats by the Norman cavalry, a tactic that lured sections of the Saxon army into pursuit, breaking their shield wall and leaving them vulnerable to counterattack. The turning point came with the death of King Harold, struck in the eye by an arrow according to popular legend, although historical accounts vary. His fall signaled the collapse of Saxon resistance and ultimately led to Norman victory. This battle not only decided the fate of the English crown, but also began the Norman conquest of England. The aftermath of Hastings was transformative for England. Norman culture, language, and governance structures were introduced, blending with the existing Saxon traditions to create a unique Anglo-Norman identity. The conquest also led to the construction of iconic Norman castles across England and the compilation of the Domesday Book, an unprecedented census that provided a detailed record of medieval life. The Battle of Hastings thus stands as a watershed in English history, a clash that reshaped the nation's cultural landscape and laid the foundations for the England we know today. And finally, we arrive at the fall of Constantinople on May 29, 1453, marking the end of the Byzantine Empire and the beginning of Ottoman dominance in southeastern Europe. The Ottoman Sultan, Mehmed II, brought to bear the might of his empire against the fortified walls of Constantinople, which had repelled invaders for over 1,000 years. Mehmed's army was equipped with a formidable array of cannons, a relatively new technology that had a devastating impact on the city's defenses. The largest of these, the Basilica cannon, could fire a 600-pound stone ball over a mile, breaching walls that were thought to be impregnable. The Byzantines, led by Emperor Constantine V, mounted a valiant defense, but they were outnumbered and outgunned. The siege highlighted not only the military ingenuity of the Ottomans, but also marked a significant moment in the history of warfare, demonstrating the transformative power of gunpowder technology. The fall of the city signaled the end of the medieval period and the start of the Renaissance, as scholars fled to the West, carrying with them precious manuscripts that would fuel a cultural and intellectual rebirth. The conquest of Constantinople also strategically positioned the Ottomans as a dominant power in the Mediterranean, controlling key trade routes between Europe and Asia. This shift in power would have profound implications for global trade, leading to the Age of Exploration as European powers sought new routes to the east. The Siege of Constantinople is remembered not just as the end of an era, but as a turning point in world history. Its legacy is a testament to the power of innovation in warfare and the enduring impact of cultural and intellectual exchange. As we journey through the echoes of these legendary battles, we're reminded of the profound ways in which moments of conflict have sculpted the landscape of our world. How do you think these monumental battles have shaped our modern identity? Share your thoughts in the comments below and have a lovely day.